Good morning, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. This is Pastor Red of don'tbenochurchfool.com. So this is the message today for Valentine's Day about fornication. And this is dealing with married people because some married people have side affairs. And we'll be celebrating fornication with two people. If you're married, that makes the wife an adulterer. If you're cheating, or if the wife is cheating, makes the husband an adulterer automatically, and the person that they're sleeping with. So this is all fornication. Okay. For the single people, it is fornication. Okay. For our homosexuals, it is fornication. I don't want to hear I'm this kind, that kind. Don't want to hear fornication. Okay. All right. Let's get into this lesson with First Corinthians chapter 7. We're going to start at verse 1 and then go to the next page, okay? Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, every man have his own wife, and every woman have her own husband. Let the man render unto his wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. The wife had no power of her own body, but let me get to the page and this page. All right, I am relaxing here at home. All right, this morning I have a lunch. Okay, so and it says husband, but likewise the husband. Husband and likewise also husband had not power over his own body, but the wife is over his, okay? They're equal. Understand? Defraud ye not one the other except it be with consent, for a time that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your inconsistency. But I speak this by permission and not of commandment, for I would that all men, but even as I myself, but every man had his proper gift of God, one after this matter, and another after that. I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. But if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it is better to marry than to burn. And unto the married I command ye not, that I put the Lord, but that the Lord let not the wife depart from her husband. But if she depart, let her remain unmarried, or be reconciled to her husband, and not let the husband put away his wife. But to the rest I speak, not the Lord. If any brother had a wife that believed not, and she is pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away. And woman which had a husband that believeth not, and if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else were your children unclean, but now are they holy. But if the unbelieving depart, let him depart. A brother or sister is not under bondage in such cases, but God had called us to peace. Y'all understand this? This is what he's making real simple. This is the Apostle Paul talking to everybody, not just the Jews, the Greeks, and everyone else around at this time. He's talking to everybody, including the Gentiles. For what knowest thou, O wife, whether thou shalt save thy husband? Or how knowest thou, O man, whether thou shalt save thy wife? But as God had distributed to every man, as the Lord had called every one, so let him walk. And so ordain I in all churches. Okay, so we need to understand what fornication is. Fornication is very deadly to the Christian believer and the followers of the way. is follower of the way. It is very deadly. That's how the soul ties come in and Satan come in to destroy us. So we must understand, let's follow the way and do what God is asking us to do. But happy Valentine's Day, guys. I know some of you all have not fornicated with the one you're going out with, or you're just going out with people you love today. Enjoy your day. It is the day of love. Enjoy your day. But don't be stupid out here and fornicate. And you don't want to get STD. You don't want to get nothing. Okay, because they're on the uprise. Okay, this is stuff you can't wash off. It gets in your bloodstream. It gets in your skin and your pores. So you can't wash it off. This is something you can't wash off. You can't fast off. You have to go to God, and God has to deliver. But you can't keep doing that same thing over and over again. You understand what I'm saying? I remember years ago, my mother's old leader, he talked about AIDS to us. He said, girls, be careful because these three guys came to me and they had something that could not be cured. And he told us about that. I think I was like 11 when I heard this. I didn't know what it meant, but now I know what HIV and AIDS is, you know. And then it was on the uprise when I was coming through high school, gonorrhea, all kinds of stuff was going on around Harper High School, Inglewood area, and it was rough. And see, I grew up in a neighborhood. I didn't grow up in projects. I grew up in a neighborhood. And neighborhoods, you know, people thought that nothing would happen to them. And then people still think that. People are so lonely right now to where they're just giving themselves to people. And at this point, if you can have a pet in your house to keep you from being real lonely, like a companion, just to greet you when you leave, see you off when you go to work, and see you when you come back in, well, that's what you need to do. Or keep you company all day. That's what you need to do. Okay, not to abuse it, but just to be a companion. Okay, so think about that. Not to fornicate with it, because some people mess with dogs and cats. Don't do that. That's not God. But to just be your companion. And there's nothing wrong with having a companion. But companion don't mean sex with adults if you have an adult companion. Okay? Y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Enjoy this day. Enjoy it. I'm not trying to take it upon you. Fornication is one of the things that I have to come against, that we abstain from sexual immortality. Okay? Everybody have a blessed day. And those who want to give their life to the Lord may do so and follow the way that Jesus Christ has set up for us. You can look in 1 Thessalonians, I think it's 5:3, and you can go and you will find about abstaining there, okay? Everybody have a blessed day. Amen.